Well, welcome back to this last module summary lesson for our module Using Technology in Your Campaign. Now, no blacksmith could be found in all the land of Israel, for the Philistines said, "Otherwise the Hebrews will make swords or spears." So all of Israel went down to the Philistines, each to sharpen his plowshares, his mattock, his axe, and his hoe. 1 Samuel 13, verses 19 to 20. In this module, we've learned about different technologies and how to use them in a political campaign. Don't rely on the Philistines, however, to provide you with the tools that you'll need. Instead, be sure that you and your campaign learn how to use the iron of the culture that exists in the 21st century. Here are the key ideas and principles that we've considered in this module. Principle number 1. Create a social media plan that involves your communications team. Ron Fauché had said, "The Internet is rapidly taking its place as a full-fledged component of the political campaign media mix. As it does, it will open more opportunities of leveraging the most valuable currency in the modern world of political campaigns, information." From Principle 2, we saw that we need to create an inventory of our net properties and make it easy for people to contact you, to volunteer, and to donate. John Sununu reminded us, quote, "The Internet will win because it is relentless. Like a cannibal, it even turns on its own. Though early portals like Prodigy and AOL once benefited from their first mover status, competitors surpassed them as technology and consumer preferences changed." From principle number 3, we saw that we needed to choose our technology tools that talk to each other and share content on multiple platforms. Joel Pollack said, "One factor is emerging as the essential difference between the Obama and Romney campaigns on November 6th. The absolute failure of Romney's Get Out the Vote effort, which underperformed even John McCain's lackluster 2008 turnout. One culprit appears to be Orca, Romney's massive technology effort, which failed completely." Principle 4 is to master the process of creating videos, blogs, and social media to communicate your message. Ronald Reagan reminded us that information is the oxygen of the modern age. It seeps through the walls topped by barbed wire. It wafts across the electrified borders. Principle 5 is that we need to have a plan to use technology to train, inform, and motivate voters and donors. Steve Clift told us that the Internet has become the main strategic communications tool behind the scenes in politics. It is not a medium to sway undecided voters. It is a medium to organize your supporters, feed them your message, and get your core vote out. In Principle 6, we saw that we need to make sure that we can integrate our voter lists with online maps and get out the vote. Larry Purpo has reminded us that a candidate who can master the Internet will not only level the playing field, he will level the opposition. And so, be sure to access the following documents. Download the technology module workbook that has the answers that will help you make sure that you've been making your notes correctly as you've gone through the lessons. And also be sure to download that social media publishing planning template that we have talked about and provided you. In the next module, we'll talk about how to apply our technology campaign plans to getting the vote out. Whether you are a candidate, an issue advocacy group, or a grassroots volunteer or staff person, master of these principles will stand you well in any political campaign. Apply these 6 principles well, and others will follow you. And so, one more time, we'd like to suggest that you stop the video and discuss with others a list of technology tools that you might need as a result of taking this module. How can you integrate social media tools with your campaign communications plan? Be sure to map out a schedule in the campaign calendar for when social media and voter calls will be made. And then, of course, discuss with others involved in the campaign who is responsible for what.